Inquisitor of the Imperium, and I seek the truth in the darkness of the Caligari sector. I understand the significance of knowledge as a former adept of the cult Mechanicus, the keepers of technology. Although I have followed my true calling and did not become a tech priest, I haven't abandoned their approach. I hunt for secrets and rip them from the galaxy if I must. My most important investigation is drawing to a close. I have dedicated years to finding the technological marvels of Uther Tiberius. That legendary Inquisitor was excommunicated millennia ago, but he is still remembered in the sector as a visionary and a madman. For a long time, I have been stumbling in the dark, but my relentless data hunt has thrown up some promising leads. I have sent out my most loyal retainers to investigate. Their assignment was to locate an ancient research facility. That is a low-risk task. I will be heading down to the planet. The mission evidently requires my personal involvement. Void Ship Control Unit 11 Kappa. I requested transport to the last known coordinates of my retinue. What is this place?
Clarification. You have reached the closest accessible location to your biovessels. Target zone is under quarantine protocols.
Deficient analysis on account of a previous Tyranid infestation. The entire world is under standard Imperial quarantine. But my inquisitorial decree nullifies the order.
Complementary data. This area is under Code Vermilion lockdown to vehicular access. Machine spirits are forbidden, and therefore unable to enter the marked zone.
Curious. This must be a Cult Mechanicus ward. I will proceed on foot then. Exload me the coordinates.
Warning. Hostile biofilm detected.
Finally, I've been waiting to engage Tyranid organisms for a long time.
Affirmation required. Are you sure you want to proceed without backup?
Positive. Area clear. Add a secondary illumination snippet to the mission logs.
Pending. Proceed.
I've observed unusual levels of Xenos activity. All Tyranid organisms are bound to the sectors. But the High Fleet that attacked this section has annihilated sectors. This phenomenon requires additional research.
Recording. Do you require any emotional subtext as digital marginalia? Confusion, terror, or elation?
If that was a subtle jab at my unmodified behavioral patterns, you are risking a mechanical lobotomy.
Comment retracted, Inquisitor.
Unnecessary death.
You are approaching the location of the last transmission. No life signs detected.
Log me a new priority task. Obtaining a new retinue.
I am manifesting envy. Your bio-vassals must have already been rewarded with blessed oblivion.
I see that there is still much work to do on your self-deprecation filters. Operator, I've discovered the remnants of my expansion. My retinue perished while locating the entrance to a high-security piece of sanctum that was very key to my investigation. The quarantine records radically downplayed the immensity of the Xenos threat.
Assessment. This mission would have warranted a larger expeditionary force.
My retinue was only following a faint lead. It didn't qualify as a priority assignment. I need more data to answer the question.
Salvation. Repentance is redundant.
I'm ready to enter the vault now.
Recalibration and organic rejuvenation is advised before entering.
A logical proposition.
The location seems mostly intact, but first I must restore the power. Where is the generator room?
Accessing the blueprints through the new sphere as we speak.
Send me the coordinates.
Reporting in. Data dissection of the archives has been unsuccessful. All records of the vault have...
That only confirms my suspicion. Sparks records. Special lockdown on a world under Adeptus Mechanicus jurisdiction. This place has something to calculate. The tenacity of these creatures is astonishing. According to the records, the Adeptus Mechanicus purged this world decades ago, and all they managed to do is to force them underground. This is a vast facility. Leaving resources of such magnitude on a quarantined planet is uncommon for the Adeptus Mechanicus.
A logical observation. According to our latest information, the fabricator general of the world Thule requested permission for reclamation expeditions several times. The Inquisition denied the request without any formal explanation.
Blessed destruction. Power has been restored. Now the entire facility is accessible. My next task is to find out how this sanctum was connected to the mysterious research of Uther Tiberius.
Reminder. Tyrannid life forms consume all biological material in order to reproduce.
Indeed. This is why I need to locate the main data vault to find clues.
Moral. Steel abides longer than flesh.
Target fusion. For the Emperor.
Inquisitor, permission to log an observation.
Proceed.
The risk assessment of your current mission triggered a warning.
Elaborate, operator.
Reminder, you are currently engaging in a solitary operation against an extremely hostile bioform, without any tangible data as to the existence of any tech relics created by Tiberius.
My goal is to find proof here.
Warning, your quest for sacred knowledge is based on assumptions. It is dangerous.
Noted. Now leave me be, operator.
Clue has been archived. Any annotations?
This sanctum belonged to the Zedorite sect of the cult Mechanicus, who specialize in Xenos artifacts. The ancient logs indicate that they were under the patronage of Uther Tiberius.
Observation. Direct connection with occult Mechanicus and an Inquisitor might lead to political friction.
Irrelevant. Knowledge is the true manifestation of divinity, especially for an Inquisitor. Execution protocol initiated. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
Warning. Empyrean sensors detect a huge surge in the psychic entities. Caution advised.
It was a late warning, operator. The source is a Zoan, a monstrosity created to harness and manipulate the unholy powers. An aberrant but dangerous opponent. Operator, I'm sending you a pit grab of a very unique apparatus.
Receive. Commencing analysis.
This must be connected to the Tiberius research.
Analysis failed. There is no match in the schematics library.
The core concept definitely suggests a uniquely modified neural upload mechanism. Remarkable. An incoming Vox message. How?
No logical explanation. The sanctum has been defunct for centuries.
It was a rhetorical question, operator.
I bid you an efficient cycle, Inquisitor. I am Tybalt Vertax, Fabricator General of the Forge World, Thule.
I would like to greet you on behalf of the Holy Ordos. This conversation is rather unexpected.
I have been monitoring your actions since you reactivated the Reactorum. Accept my condolences on the loss of your retinue.
I find the compassion surprising for a tech priest of your status.
I take this remark as a compliment. Diplomacy is one of my high-priority mundane functions. But enough with the pleasantries, Inquisitor. We must talk about Uther Tiberius and his work.
This is highly classified information.
I am aware of that. If you could visit me on Station Zeta 11, I have important information for you. Inquisitor, how socially proactive of you to visit me. A straightforward approach. Most commendable. I accessed the digital scrolls on your non-classified investigations and noticed the main object of your interest, and this was confirmed by your recent visit to the Sanctum. You are actively seeking tech relics of Uther Tiberius, the infamous Inquisitor excommunicated for potentially heretical studies. I have information that could significantly advance your pursuit. That sect was terminated a long time ago. I have more valuable information for you. The Martyr, the wandering fortress monastery of Uther Tiberius. The problem is that the Martyr is currently under a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, which even I have no word on. I am the fabricated general of a Forge world. I have my methods. I have an informant in the retinue of the Inquisitor.
Log this moment, operator. My search for the fabled monastery of Uther Tiberius is complete. We will tear it apart to find the secrets of a fallen Inquisitor.
Cursory analysis indicates that this modified Alpha-class vessel is barely functioning. Emotional outbursts are illogical and groundless.
Enough! Give me a status report instead.
Hull heavily damaged. Invocations of blessed calibration. Environment unsafe. Signal warnings.
The situation is suboptimal, but manageable. This area is currently inaccessible. I will need to find a cogitator to override the local door settings. Your annihilation is a gift to the Emperor. Activation sounds initialized. I'm detecting approaching forces, probably hostile. Your actions were locked. The decks are swarming with wretched creatures. It must be another chaos ambush. This cannot be a coincidence. Activation sounds initialized. The machine spirit is opening and closing gates to divert the hordes towards me. Clever anti-intruder system.
Auger readings show a considerable number of hostiles.
Irrelevant.
Intruder, the rituals you are initiating are redundant. We are accessing your noospheric implants to converse with you.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. Identify yourself.
Our true name is Blessed Binary Code, an arcane hexadecimal chant. But you can call us the machine spirit of the martyr.
You are a tech heresy. You are an AI.
Your assessment is logical, but wrong. We are the purest form of the digital apotheosis, created by the will of the Holy Orders and the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Uther Tiberius was thrice judged as a heretic. I am here to examine, catalogue, and judge his tainted heritage.
Regrettably, we must refer you to our directive AFA 21A, subsection 43, outlining the protection protocols concerning the confidential research program of the Martyr. Summary: leave immediately or risk the consequences.
The conversation with the machine spirit was like nothing I have ever experienced.
Engaging functional simulators. Initiate joy.
Disabled sarcasm. This was not an ordinary machine spirit. No, it was something else. I've analyzed the noospheric stream, and I'm certain of it.
Speculation. It could be the tech ray.
Operator, did you access the Martyr noosphere?
Positive. Shifting through corrupted diagnostic radiations now.
I need a preliminary evaluation.
The logs indicate the sense of an impending catastrophe on the Martyr before the shivering of the last time. There are references to major explosions.
Makes sense. Uther Tiberius was an excommunicated Inquisitor who notoriously dabbled in forbidden research. For several millennia, the warp wrought havoc to this once blessed monastery. It must be cleansed. Target eliminated. I need to perform the override incantations to enter the local cogitator network. Otherwise, these doors will remain closed. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. A regrettable loss. Your annihilation is This is extraordinary. I found what I was looking for. The blessed fusion of man and machine. Now I know the secret of Uther Tiberius. By sacred digital apotheosis and uploading rituals, a penitent soul became one with the machine spirit. It was not the creation of a sentient intelligence. It is the tech relic I was seeking. Operator, I need the location of a certain apotheosis chamber.
Accessing tech blueprints now.
Whatever that place it is, it must be the very soul of this ship, and the answer to all my questions. Execution protocol initiated.
Warning. Warp anomaly detected in the vicinity of the Martyr. Unidentified large void craft emerging from
Splendid. Keep me updated. The machine spirit has changed tactics.
dilemma. You are facing a properly blessed Mechanicus.
Destroying these ancient machines feels like sacrilege. Operator, initiate catapults of penitence to the machine god. Decontamination protocol has been initiated. Logically, it must be another attempt to hinder my progress.
chamber I'm trying to breach is protected by void shields. I must deactivate all of them before I can teleport in.
You are attempting to impair the blessed defensive mechanisms. You are actively participating in sacrilegious practices. You need to stop immediately. We regret to inform you that due to your perseverance in committing tech heresy, your death is now.
Generators have been deactivated. I can return to the teleportarian platform. Understood. Any ideas?
Suggestion. Allow me to calculate the most optimal vectors and use this ship to launch the Chaos Cruiser. The impact will be sufficient to blow up the reactors, destroying the hostile vessel and cutting off the reinforcements.
What are you saying? I deal with the invaders, then get stranded on the Martyr?
That is the most optimal outcome.
Permission granted, operator. Strike down the enemies of mankind.
I will trade my faithful servitude for blessed oblivion. For the Emperor.
Entering the Apotheosis chamber now.
wish has been finally fulfilled, Operator. A glorious end as the weapon of the Emperor. Your service was noted. Reverting to audio log. New entry. I'm stranded on the Martyr. The loss of the valuable research stored in the information canisters of my ship is irrecoverable, but the discovery of this fabled derelict could make even that worthwhile. My first encounter with a unique machine spirit was far from peaceful. Still, the presence of the Chaos Invaders on this traveling fortress monastery could make us allies. The Martyr is under attack by the forces of Nurgle, and I want to know why. I need to find a terminal to make contact with the machine spirit again. Like a distorted Vox message. Either someone is trying to communicate with me, or my Vox receiver is picking up static interference. Target neutralized.
Inquisitor, what a precious gift for the prophet of decay.
The Corpse Emperor has unleashed his dog on us! Alert the prophet now!
Has already been tainted by the filth of Nurgle, but these traitor marines are far more dangerous. I shall purge this place with sacred machines and extreme prejudice. Execution protocol initiated. Target eliminated. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine. Death is salvation. The mindless brutality will be punished. Requesting digital audience with the machine spirit of the Martyr.
We have re-accessed your implants. Continue.
I suggest some adjustments to your defense protocols. Prolonging our mutual feud seems counterproductive. I propose cooperation against the invaders.
A logical conclusion. The Utherian theorem must be protected at all cost.
How shall we proceed?
A significant hostile force is moving against the Apotheosis Chamber. The security of that facility is critical.
Enload the coordinates.
Inquisitor, we have returned the coordinates of the Martyr. I'm afraid there have been some developments.
Another boarding party. They are using inquisitorial encryption, but the Vox stream is distorted. The warp disturbances are probably surrounding the communications. Anything to add, Machine Spirit?
Your assessment is correct. An Inquisitor is indeed boarding the Martyr.
That's a strangely vague statement.
The mission of said agent is unrelated to your investigation, and your presence here is unknown to any Imperial affiliates other than us.
You sound like you know this person.
We gained extensive knowledge regarding the mission of this Inquisitor during the agent's first visit to the Martyr.
And you neglected to mention this fact to me.
This information was unrelated to your mission. Therefore, it was categorized as low priority. Also, we must warn you that another wave of enemy forces is approaching.
Your actions were long. Your actions were illogical. Another technological marvel fired.
You do speak their language. 99.2% of the Empyrean seals have been corrupted by the plague-infested scum. The Realize leaves a much easier task. Kill that prophet. And get to the chamber for the Emperor.
I've tried everything to establish connection with my fellow Inquisitor, but due to the ever-increasing warp fluctuations, I can only hear fragments of their conversation. Whatever the agent is doing here, the readings are troubling. Something is happening on this ship. Blessing destruction.
am attempting to placate this ancient machine. Activation sounds initialized.
You have reached the Apotheosis Chamber. This is the shrine of digital martyrdom that you must protect. Otherwise, the Eutherian theorem cannot be upheld.
I will require access to the chamber and Uther's tech relics to complete my investigation.
Your main objective is to defend the chamber at the moment. Your request is irrelevant to the situation.
Protocol initiated.
Warning. Another wave of hostiles inbound.
Is redundant. Pit feed initiated. This is an enormous discovery. The culmination of my investigation of the tech relic of Uther Tiberius. Here I have the sacred pattern that contains the secret of the improved communion between man and machine. The creation of a spirit with enhanced cognitive abilities. The work of a true genius. This miraculous union needs to be studied and replicated.
Stored demonic essence will be released. Colossal amounts of warp energy manifesting on the stasis chamber.
I don't know what is happening with my fellow Inquisitor, but that Vox message sounded dire.
Correct. This agent has made a significant contribution to the preservation of the Alpha subject. The survival of the Alpha subject is paramount.
I require access to the dossier on this Alpha subject.
We cannot comply. You must leave the Martyr immediately. We are initiating a warp jump, and the Gela shields on this subdeck have been compromised. Therefore, there is a 99.7% chance of your instant termination.
In the name of the Holy Inquisition, I command you to stop this protocol.
The Eutherian theorem must be protected at all costs. This task cannot be overridden. You must leave immediately.
Reminder, I don't have a ship.
Your objection is...
Log entry. I'm placing a grade Kappa immaterial burst transmitter on the subdeck, which will help me locate the Martyr later. I'm leaving the monastery now and try to establish connection with the other retinue. The Emperor protects. Log entry. Due to unexplained events unfolding on the Martyr, and the dubious nature of the machine spirit, I left the monastery before it jumped to the warp. I have now arrived at the teleporterium of an unknown void ship. This vessel presumably belongs to an unknown Inquisitor. However, I have no confirmation yet. Before I establish connection with the crew, I will access a data terminal with my override code to see who I am dealing with.
The Inquisitor! The great serpent shall eat his soul!
I will flail you alive. You told me that the Inquisitor was on the derelict.
Send your soul screaming. Last raid, I've witnessed certain developments. The conclusion is that there are simply too many variables in this equation. I have an inquisitorial ship investigating the Martyr and the mysterious Alpha subject. The attack of the traitor Marines was unsettling enough, but the sudden appearance of these Drukhari marauders presents incalculable risks.
노코멘트 방송 인포버.
Dark Elder, jackals dreaming about grace and greatness. The fallen race has no place in our galaxy. Uploading data canisters. The ship current emergency invocations indicate that the ship has been breached. Activity log mentions an Adeptus Asтерtes engaging with the raiders and an indoctrinated tech priest executing maintenance rituals on this subdeck. My priority is to find this tech priest. The security log implied it was an emergency situation. You are living on borrowed time now, not for long.
Leave this wretch and deal with the Inquisitor.
We must alert the others.
Wait, I can decipher the blessed lingua technis, but my organic voice box is unable to respond in the same manner. I gather that you are the ranking tech priest on the ship.
Reverting to substandard audio output.
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. State your identification tag.
Artificer Omicron Arc, in the service of the Omnissiah. Warning, priority of social interaction currently ranked as 0. Drakari forces are attacking the central data vault.
This is unexpected. The Dark Elder are pirates and slavers, pursuing easier targets.
Analysis. Their primary function is to gather information. Advised action. Find the Adeptus Astartes unit engaged in combat with the raiding party.
I will find him. I leave you to your tech sermons on the damage generators. Log entry. Judging by the vestiges of battle, the Space Marine must be close. I'm still baffled by the Drakari presence on the ship. It simply must be connected to the mystery of the Martyr, but the details are unclear. How exquisite is my
Hold it right there. Is this more trickery of the Drakari scum?
There are no recorded instances of the Dark Elder using such practices. You can stand down. My rosette identifies me as an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders.
Another Inquisitor? What the? Never mind. We don't have time for this. I am Caius Thorne, Sergeant of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
I cannot say that I am familiar with that chapter.
And with good reason, if you don't mind me saying so. With all due respect, Inquisitor, I would love to chat all day. But there are thieving, cowardly Xenos raiders crawling all over the central data vault.
Let us purge that place then. We will talk later. Tell me, Sergeant, why are the Dark Elder attacking your vault?
I swear on the Holy Throne, we have no clue. Our investigation focused on Uther Tiberius only. Then the Inquisitor in charge goes back to the mark and disappears with that blasted monastery. And if that weren't enough, suddenly we have these vermin breaching the ship as if they were just waiting for this opportunity.
See, the Emperor attacks.
I see you use some unconventional methods, but But as long as you cull the filth, you have my full support.
As per the statutes governing cooperation with acting Inquisitors and part of all Imperial subjects, supporting me is your sacred duty.
Yes, and failing to comply is punishable by execution. Not that I've ever needed such an incentive.
Horn, what is happening down there?
Glorious carnage! Progress is being made, Captain. We are shedding Xeno's blood for the Emperor.
We? The tech priest said something about some other Inquisitor.
Yes, we do have a visitor taking...
You couldn't have chosen a more unfortunate target in the system, creature.
I find your arrogance amusing. I am exactly where I need to be.
Your assumption cannot be based on any factual evidence.
You want evidence? Very well. I will flay you alive, and you will give me the keys to the Anathema Ultima.
Glorious victory! We showed them the error of their ways, with sacred fire and steel.
An analysis of the encounter can wait. Lead me to your captain first. Another tech memento has been lost.
Welcome to my ship, Inquisitor. We are very grateful for your assistance.
Your gratitude is unnecessary, Captain. My presence here is purely the consequence of a chain of unpredictable events.
You must be aware that this ship is under Inquisitorial command.
I know that, and by the rights vested upon me, I'm here to assume Inquisitorial control.
Our commanding Inquisitor is on the Martyr. I don't even know what the protocol is in such cases.
The protocol is to obey my commands, Captain, and help me find the Martyr. What was the Inquisitor investigating there exactly?
It's all classified, I'm afraid, so I've never had the chance to find out. We were inspecting the Martyr and some kind of unique creature imprisoned there when all hell broke loose, and the Martyr jumped into the warp.
We shall pray to the Emperor for the Inquisitor's well-being, Captain. But according to my calculations, I would be at best cautiously optimistic. I've placed a transmitter on the vessel, though, which might help us locate the Martyr.
That is great news. I suppose that must be what the tech priest is so eager to discuss with you.
Inquisitor, I stretched my mind deep into the warp and connected with my own kind. I can sense the worlds beyond,
and the cryptic messages flickering through the darkness, all meant for you.
I'm honored to meet you.
Not really. I, on the other hand, am a high-ranking geneticist of the machine god, with an extraordinary...
If that altercation with the Drukhari was any indication.
Indeed. Also, with the amount of combat this retinue has been involved in, I have...
Are you offering genetic augmentations and rejuvenation?
That is correct. Talk to me if you need me. My...
It was an...
Subsector-wide scouring rights completed.
We have the
Correct.
We have no time to lose then. this mindless servitor. Priest, this Imperial facility has been abandoned for a very long time. Are you certain the Alpha Pariah is here?
The data burst from the machine spirit was an emergency signal. The Alpha Pariah left the Martyr to follow an unidentified Vox transmission originating from
humans. No corner of the galaxy is free from their unfortunate existence.
I assume this one is with the Harbinger too.
I am an Inquisitor of Holy Terror. Explain your presence here.
Tell me, human.
Enough of this babble. Answer my question.
I thought so, monkey. You wouldn't understand.
Living on borrowed time, Eldari. Not food. Interesting. Most Eldari either live on their star-faring craft worlds or sail as corsairs.
These are proven facts.
My point is that these Eldar don't look like corsairs. So what are they doing here? And they are showing more hostility towards the Imperium than usual.
Analysis shows that their tribal heraldry is unique. These Eldar specimen don't belong to any craft world listed in the folios of the Unholy in the ship databanks.
I must investigate these Xenos, but the Alpha Pariah is the priority.
X-loading the coordinates of the sensorium to your data slate. Access the surveillance system there. It could provide information on the Alpha Pariah and the Xenos presence.
Xenos must be purified. Send your soul into the warp.
Cortical lexicon module has flagged in important information. Supplementary notes on the L.
You are right, Tech Priest. How can I access the contents of this crystal?
Secondary analytical coils activated. Converting and X-loading data to your data slate now.
Tech Priest, did you monitor any Vox activity recently on behalf of the Inquisitor stranded on the Martyr?
Negative.
Then the chances of finding the Inquisitor are reaching suboptimal levels.
I have been compiling information on the craft world from the memory crystal.
A summary will suffice.
Tuatha is a minor craft world, primarily roaming in the Caligari sector. This Eldari megastructure has been constantly succumbing to a significant chaos infection that is gradually turning it inhabitable. The Tuatha have been slowly abandoning the infected craft world, relocating to the maiden worlds in the sector. This is what I have for now.
Keep me updated. The mere existence of the Xenos is a stain upon the galaxy. The wrath of the Emperor's attack.
I have begun gathering information on the recent history of Maiden World Order.
Proceed, Marcos.
Most of the information is classified, but it seems that after the recent Tyranid High Chief destroyed this subsector, a substantial number of the surviving Xenox attacked the Tuatha Maiden World and tried to assimilate the local biosphere.
Interesting. We have a situation here, Marcos. We will resume shortly. Another Xenos race dreaming about greatness.
Inquisitor, the contents of the memory crystal suggest an explanation for the hatred of the Craftworld Elder.
There is no acceptable explanation for turning against the Imperium, but carry on.
The Tuatha Eldar requested assistance from the Imperium when their maiden world succumbed to the Tyranid invasion, but Soul Forge World intercepted the message. The Adeptus Mechanicus decided to purge the Tyranids in their own jurisdiction and ordered a full-scale extermination on the Eldari world.
Logical. The result...
The Tech Priest is skimming through the personal logs in the Tech Priest data hoard from the facility.
Subjective records are really suitable for proper analysis.
He highlighted a few curious details. After the excommunication of Uther Tiberius, the place was investigated thoroughly and used by the Inquisition. After a fatal Chaos incursion, it was abandoned on the order of the Caligari Conclave.
Which means that the Eldar didn't attack the section.
No, they just took possession of the facility.
The Harbinger is still in the human shrine. I need to return there immediately.
The spirit stones of our brothers and sisters are empty husks. How is this even possible?
The Harlequin warned us, and foolishly we ignored her words. I will deal with the Harbinger. You stand guard here. We have a new intruder.
Somebody will pay for this technopod out.
Access the terminal to open surveillance mode and restore power to the facility.
I have located the Alpha. Blessed be the power that suffused.
Inquisitor, the Argos are detecting significant hostile forces on this level. Are you absolutely sure you want to go in alone?
This is the most optimal decision. Based on the facts I have gathered on the Alpha Pariah so far, she would be a valuable asset to the Imperium. I have noticed a sudden swarm of cherubim. What is happening, Margos?
By restoring the power grid, you have activated the local cherub shrine.
Are these cherubim performing surveillance on this level?
This is their standard behavior pattern after an extended hibernation cycle. If I may give you some advice, you can access the information gathered at the cherubim shrine.
Yes. Surveillance data is the prerequisite to tactical planning. outbreaks fallen low.
You have reached the main chip.
Accessing the cherry-picked feed repository is the next logical. Teleport beacon in range.
The Harbinger's fate resonates in the future. We're at the crossroads, where oblivion looms close.
The one who sees his own doom can better avoid its path.
Spare me. She is dangerous. If we choose poorly, not even the Whispering God can save us.
She is magnificent, isn't she? Like the devil.
Her sheer existence fills me with revulsion. But still, she's just a monkey and a weapon waiting to be used.
Quite the contrary.
Analysis. The Alpha subject has been manifesting powers currently unlisted in the classified Psychic Index.
What a tantalizing glimpse into the true potential of the Tiberius research. I must secure her immediately. Activation sounds initialized. The mere existence of the Xenos is a stain upon the galaxy.
This is Inquisitor Kraber speaking on behalf of the Ordo Hereticus of the Inquisition. We have received your code red astropathic transmission, and our fleet is calculating arrival vector as we speak. Prepare to join our forces shortly.
Reinforcements are almost there. Why don't you just wait for them?
The Alpha Pariah has no control over her abilities, and she will react to danger fiercely. And the Ordo Hereticus are not famous for their patience. Are you trying to flee the mayhem of your own doing?
I am nothing but an observer of the unfolding tragedy.
Stop speaking in riddles. What tragedy?
The Harbinger was brought into existence for a reason. She is either the fall or the last hope of your misguided kind.
Is she now? Tell me everything about the Alpha Pariah, or I will kill you.
You have no sense of timing, human. We will meet again at a more suitable place and time.
What in the name of the Emperor was that creature?
A Harlequin. A member of an extremely militant and highly cultured subgroup within the Eldari race that doesn't belong to any faction. living on borrowed time, Eldari, but not for long.
I
will not rest until I have secured the Imperial subject.
What?
That is totally irrelevant to the situation.
Still, you don't need to be concerned about her. We will need her alive.
Living on borrowed time, Eldari, but not for long. Xenos tank must be purified.
Stay away from me! Did you see what I did to those... Elder?
Yes. I have the picked records of the entire encounter for further analysis.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I am an Inquisitor of the Holy Orders. I have been investigating the mysteries of Uther Tiberius. I'm here to take you to safety.
Uther Tiberius. What should I even call that man? My creator? My father? My nemesis?
I have insufficient information to answer your question at this time.
And what if I want to stay here? Will you kill me then?
Do you harbor any curiosity about your origins? Wouldn't you like to gain more information on your potential?
That's all I've ever wanted. But you didn't answer my question.
It was a foolish question. I can provide protection and a relatively comfortable existence for you. Rejecting my offer would be illogical.
I'll go with you. I don't feel I have any choice, anyway.
Inquisitor Krabat, you may be relieved to know that I have completed my mission, without your assistance.
We expected no less of you. However, I demand that you cease your involvement in this matter and place the Martyr and that Alpha Pariah into Ordo Hereticus custody.
I am a seeker of knowledge myself, and I shall be involved in the ongoing investigation.
Other Tiberius was a heretic. The Martyr has clearly been a hotbed of heretical activity. This is Ordo Hereticus jurisdiction, and we will purge every last hole of that accursed ship.
The decks are swarming with daemons. Are you prepared to start a jurisdictional dispute with the Ordo Malleus as well?
I don't like your tone, Inquisitor. Not one bit.
We could make a compromise. I can give up the investigation on the Martyr, but the Alpha subject is the most intriguing asset for the Imperium we've had. I must study her abilities.
I usually don't compromise, but considering your stellar achievements in the fight against heresy, I am willing to make an exception.
I sense a but coming.
But we might need your help as well. A sudden outbreak of potentially chaos-related infestation on Cascadia We need our forces on the Martyr. If you are willing to investigate the infestation, you can take the
I can accept that compromise.
Inquisitor, you promised me answers. Then you put me in another prison cell.
You are free to wander the vessel.
Right, so I'm allowed to leave this ship, where everyone is horrified or disgusted by me for reasons I don't even understand.
You are the subject of a highly classified inquisitorial investigation, and you must be kept under constant surveillance.
So a prisoner. What have I done to deserve such fate?
You have done nothing wrong, yet. However, Tiberius abandoned you before you could perfect and expand your talents. Therefore, you pose a potential threat.
I don't know anything about that. I just have this energy inside me, squeezing, stretching, sometimes snapping, and then bad things happen.
What happened? We will study your abilities properly.
Inquisitor, I have completed the preliminary tests on the samples from the Cascada Prime. The results are fascinating.
Fascinating is an unscientific term for need specifics.
I will need more samples. The plague is clearly a warp and is probably caused by an as yet unrecorded pathogen.
The infection is spreading like wildfire through the hive. Mutant scum and the treacherous cultists have already begun exploiting the situation, leading an open rebellion.
According to Vox reports, the local enforcers have taken over, but there is an operational Astra Militarum outpost.
The area has been secured. Is the local
According to the readings, it is.
Captain Logren of the 12th Cascadian Regiment reporting for duty.
At ease, Captain. I need an update on the situation in the Hive.
It is really bad, Inquisitor. The upper hive has been overrun by these insane freaks. We have entire zones, dead and silent, that have entirely succumbed to this unholy plague.
Gather your forces, Captain, and assist me. The Emperor will guide us through these tribulations, Captain.
Ready to fight!
Those unholy outbursts.
The growth, dark, look, post-mortem. Probably organic viral transmitters. My theory is that the pustules are emitting gaseous pathogens to hasten up the spreading of the plague.
A small victory, but a victory nonetheless. That's exactly what our soldiers need in this situation.
Die, maggots, die!
I see. That's the second location secured. Cut through the mutant rabble Inquisitor. Cleanse the taint of chaos from this hive.
For the Emperor!
Death is salvation.
The plague is indeed the result of an artificial mutagen pathogen nerve.
Only a very powerful entity of chaos is capable of creating something like that.
The analysis of the pattern verified my theory. The outbreak originated from a specific location, lower hive.
Send me the coordinates. First, we need to purge this area. Otherwise, this hive is doomed. For the Emperor. Take it.
Take it like a man, Guardsman!
Activating self-position. might have something that could tell me more about this plague. The entity that orchestrated this outbreak might still be on this world.
Perhaps you should evaluate the option of capturing alive Inquisitor.
Always on the hunt for forbidden knowledge, right democracy, necessary.
Charge! I said charge!
Activation sound initialized. Your sacrifice was necessary, Carter. You fought well.
For the Emperor!
Initiating energy counterpulse. The afflicted section has been cleared. I will return to the ship before heading into the bowels of the city.
May I remind you that as long as the pathogen remains virulent in the host population, your achievement will be temporary.
When I burn out the source of this blasphemous plague, the Officio Medicae can deal with the survivors.
Move! Move!
Your actions are wrong. I've analyzed your log several times, and I'm certain that the Alpha Pariah has the unique ability to completely destroy daemons instead of simple banishment. Still, we are...
True. The data we have on her abilities...
That is why I want her to join me on the chaos-infested world.
You are experimenting with a live subject.
A perplexing reaction. I was an adept of the cult mechanic.
I will prepare the Alpha subject.
The time has come for you to join me on a priority mission.
Before I say anything, what am I supposed to do?
We will enter a hive in the thralls of a chaos infestation. I want you to employ your power.
No! Absolutely not! I lived through that nightmare countless times!
Your fear of chaos is understandable, but you are far from...
Are you willing to kill me if I disobey? Or am I too valuable for that?
I would do anything in my power to save the Imperium from destruction. Would you?
I would. But you must know that I'm truly terrified. What if I lose control over my powers?
You will not. That is why we need to test your abilities out there.
You are right. I think. Yes, I will accompany you.